How much of a focus are y'all just trying to get things back more balanced this week?
Consistency. Just, an execution of offense is that, and balance. Absolutely. Not like Coach said it on, I guess it was Monday. We're better when we're 50-50. A lot better.
How did Sawyer throw the ball today?
Good. He came out and he was a little bit sore, expected to be, but just like everybody else, all linemen are sore, everybody is, and it was good to get him out here and get warmed up and get going.
Do you feel like you've seen any improvement from Sawyer compared to how he played Saturday?
Well, partly with that was my fault, and I feel like I got a good gauge on Sawyer now after 4 games. I really feel good, feel confident about how we're going into this one.
What from the start, his first time out there, kind of just coming in reserve for Terry to now, what have you seen from him that it suggested like this is or confirmed what you maybe already believed in?
Well, confirming I put him in a bad situation on Saturday, and I know what he can do, and he saw his mistakes and what he can get better at, and I think he'll continue to get better as we move on this season. But I got to help him out too. I got to be better.
Josh seemed like he was open more often on Saturday. Have you seen him just take steps forward since the beginning of the year?
He really has, but we kind of talked about a little bit of an unsung guy. That guy, he practices his tail off, and he's fast. Faster than what maybe people give him credit for, and he can take the top off. He was open on that double post also. Great route, cleared it out for Ahmad, and then a couple of the levels that could have been check down scenarios, and we're throwing over the top, and those are the things we've got to learn. But he was open.
Is that one of those things where saw your second game and maybe he was just keyed in on Lynn too much, trying to force it to him?
Maybe just pressing on maybe our first alerts, just pressing a little bit too much. He was pretty disappointed after watching the film, and there's going to be some growing pains. But again, I can help him too with that. We can help him as coaches. We've got to look ourselves in the mirror as well, and we've got to say, okay, what can we do? And I feel like I really feel good about where we're at right now after today.
The growing pains.
Drops some balls that it seems like he normally catches. Does he have maybe a little bit of real estate in his own head right now? And if that's the case, how do you get him out of his funk?
I don't think so. He's we're all shocked that when that happens, and it goes back down to the discipline and the focus, and that's all it is. He also made 3 great plays. We've got to put it all together with everybody. And that's at the end of the day, man. That's it. And women, you've got to throw and catch. You've got to block people, and we've got a couple people open, and then it's an O lineman, then it's a running back, then it's a receiver, then it's the quarterback, and it's our job as coaches to get that corrected. And we have got to be more consistent, especially when we go on the road. For us to win this football game Saturday night.
Those growing pains of him.
How do you kind of toe that line between having guys be aggressive, but also have enough discipline not to go over the line?
Just what you said.
Just try to keep them.
Just what you said right there, and it's been addressed by a number of people. Like that was perfect the way you just answered and said. There's a balance, and you cannot be selfish.
Those growing pains of Sawyer being on the road have an effect on him, and perhaps he'd be better this week.
Yeah, that's what you're
getting
expecting.
over that initial.
Absolutely. Me as a coordinator, helping him, and then him going on the road, having that experience, it being loud, and I thought he handled that part well. But just running the offense the way it's supposed to be run, and I think he will be better at that for sure.
Obviously, he's more of a threat to throw, but how different is the Wildcat package with Lynn back there as opposed to a running back?
I think it gives people grief when you can jump in and out of it and do some things. And Lynn can rip the ball now. People have seen him throw the ball enough right there. You better protect her. So, there's a really good package for him. Really, really good. So, they have to defend it, and we'll see how they defend it, just like each week. But I think you jump in and out of that, keep him off balance, and then you give Sawyer a better opportunity as well.
Hey, what was different for AJ on Saturday versus the first 3 games?
I don't know if there's anything different. We always talk about that. Why was Cavassier, getting 10.5 yards per carry? And sometimes it's just that play, you know what I mean? All 3 of them are talented. I mean, Chris Rodriguez today, he had 3 runs today that were phenomenal. I got to work him in. It's just hard. It's hard to get 3 guys in there. And I want to get him in there because the kid is really talented and he's done some really good things. So he looked fresh, he looked fast. You know what I mean? So, but AJ had some great runs. It challenged him, and I think he had that first play of the game, near leg, near shoulder. Ran the guy over. It's a great way to start the game, and I think you're going to get that. Why was Cavassier's production more in the first 2 or 3 games? It's just kind of sometimes it's the deal of the cards, the dealt of the cards. But I thought he ran really hard, made a guy miss, ran some guys over. So I was excited to see that from him.
How do you feel like their secondary compared to the guys that you all go up against practice every day? Because it seems like both groups are kind of got some inexperience and trying to sort out injuries, and they're dealing with some extra stuff.
Yeah, I think they're really good in the secondary. I think that we'll have our hands full, and they do a great job of mixing up coverages. They're not going to ever let you feel comfortable, and it's been like that since we've played them. They do a fantastic job. So we're in the SEC now. I don't think there's a weak secondary out there.
What did you see from the offensive line on Saturday?
We weren't as crisp as we've been. I felt like going up to that game, I thought they had played really solid, and it was not our best effort. Some of that was, a lot of people, you're watching it from the stands or from TV, and you think it's the offensive line, but it could be the running back missing the protection. We've got to get a lot better at that. So a couple of those were the running back, but then there were some that were obvious. We missed some twists and some things that we got to get better this week.
Mark mentioned yesterday that Bryce Oliver is the guy he wanted to see back out there. Is he a part of the game plan this week?
Yes, he is. Fresh legs, and I think that getting Cleve on, I think Lynn had somewhere close to 70 snaps, and 60 something for Ahmad, and that's too many. And so they're going to get in there, and it's time for them to prove themselves too. That means alignment, assignment, technique, and so this will be a big week for them.
Bryce had that one big catch there in the first game. What was there? Is it just a game scheme, or was there something you were seeing that kind of?
No, it comes down to trust too from everybody and the coaching staff, and confidence that when you're lining up and we put a game plan in, who we feel like is ready and not ready, and Bryce is still learning, getting a lot better, and we feel like right now he's where he should be.
Did the noise from the speakers make you go deaf again today, or no?
No, I kind of got used to it. So I got to hear the Gamecock today. So I went from bells to a Gamecock. So I'll be hearing roosters tonight.
All right, folks.
Thank you all
very much.